Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Still got the Tiesto on. Thanks a lot for joining us. We're here and we're live a little bit earlier than normal. James is in the chat saying an Oz-friendly stream, and I'm glad we could make somebody happy with the early deadline drama stream that we're throwing out today. Thanks to everyone joining us. Fist bumps on arrival. And Contrabass Saltida, thank you very much. I did enjoy my holiday. Thanks for joining us back. And Ian, happy kids are back at schools day. Yes, it is indeed a happy kids are back at schools day for me, for sure. Charlie Dunbar, Liam King as well. Good to see you guys in the house. Sorare Spursy, you have got another week of it. Oh, Sorare so Spursy. I feel your not pain, because it's great to have the kids around and all that, but I feel your extra time pressure, I guess is probably the best way of putting it. Now, a little bit ahead of schedule, a little bit ahead of time for what we normally do on the midweek drama. We normally like to jump on just before the deadline itself and, like go through all the stuff, which we'll go through today. But I've got a bit of a different schedule today. It's my first day back. Yesterday we did a bit of an MFL thing to get the Quinny Invitational up and running. If you're an MFL player and you don't know what I'm talking about, check the stream we did yesterday for full details and a wee bit of banter, a little bit of fun as well. I've been hitting the friendlies all last night and all through this morning, but it's time, and let's just do it in figuratively speaking and practically speaking. It's time for us to get our Sorare hats on. It's time to get the Sorare hats on and think about the game week. Think about the teams we want to build, because this midweek is kind of all up for grabs. And if you've got a gallery that's got a team going out this game week, it is all to play for. Sorare have actually pushed the boat out a little bit here for the midweek, and we've got some really interesting competitions and all that good stuff as well. So I'll be mainly focusing on going through the game week, previewing it, going through some projected lineups. If there's anything you want to see on Predictifying, let me know and I'll fire it up. But generally the main premise is evaluating the game week, and I'm going to be thrashing out my teams, because when I'm done here I've actually got a bucket of stuff to do. So some of you I get tagged in this so much. Maybe some of you guys sent me DMs as well, so I got a few DMs about it. But Celtic have advertised for a first team analyst. I'm not going to get the job, right? I kind of know that already, but I'm going to apply for it, and I'm going to make a bit of fun out of it, maybe turn it into a bit of a video and all the rest of it as well. So the deadline for that is the 24th, which is in 48 hours essentially. So I'm going to do that today. But on top of that, I'm also going to do an IRL recording with some of the other Celtic channels for a video that we're out on Friday at 3 o'clock today. So I need to make tracks about 2. So I've got a lot of heavy lifting to do. I've got like an application to put together, think about making it entertaining as well, to some extent, and heading out of the house to go and do some IRL recording. And then after that, back in here. I'm tempted to do some member content tonight. If we don't get it done tonight, we'll do it tomorrow 100%. So we also have some recording to do as well, since we've been out. I managed to come back Friday for the deadline show. We recorded a few videos that have been out. We had a Sorare video which has been very well received so far. If you haven't watched it yet, please watch it, because it's for your own good really, as much as anything. We're talking about the dynamics of selling in-season cards and preparing yourself for next year and all that kind of stuff. So if you have missed that video, be sure to check it out. It's been very well received by everyone that's watched it so far. And we had an MFL agency based video that went out over the weekend. So again, if you're just interested, what does it look like maybe for you at the end of season 5 when you get your payouts and all that kind of stuff? It's a good little video to catch up with, as well as the Quinny Invitational stream that we had yesterday. So there should be plenty of content for you to keep up to speed with. And in terms of Celtic content on Celtstar here, I need to get to recording. I don't know if it's a wee bit late in the day now to record a breakdown of the St Johnstone game at the weekend. It was pretty much all glitz and glamour. Sorry, Ian, for the most part. I didn't actually get to watch the game live as well, so I've had to watch it back. And it didn't look good, Ian. I'm sorry, mate. But it's just one of those ones. Quinny, look for me on the K-League special leaderboard. Contrast Saltida, have you been flying high? And Ian's got 6 contender teams going out. We'll get to that in due course. We will feature you on the video if you're on the leaderboard. Contrast, I'm really looking forward to catching that. But please, if you are watching the show live, hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, hit subscribe, and then get into the live chat and drop your fist bumps. Let me know what you're doing for the midweek. How did your weekend go? And I guess that's maybe the best place for me to start the show off today, is my weekend. It wasn't that great, but we got some bits and bobs out of it. I'm not too sure how I actually see that on this page here. It did show me everything, but I think it knows it's close to deadline, so it kind of hides it a little bit. But I've got some bits and bobs coming out of it. But one thing I do like is, and you guys can't see it because of the chat, So I'll move the chat for a second. But just down here in this corner, where we've got all the essence and everything, I like how they've got the little card reveal thing here. So I clicked this earlier, just before coming on, to see, do I have anyone else to open? Sadly, Matt Freeze isn't openable. We're not going to open Quan because he'll turn into a Hibs card. But O'Toole is now openable. And I want to know your guys' thoughts on this, right? Because I want this guy as a defender. I thought by the time they got his picture and it would be ready to open, his position would be corrected to being a defender because he plays left back. But I've already searched on site. People have already opened the card. It's still a mid. Normally you get a warning similar to what we've seen there for Quan. Like this, you normally see it will change their position. So I didn't see that. I've seen the people that have opened it. His position doesn't change. Should I leave it in the packet in case he does get a position change, or do I just bloody open it? So I'll put a wee poll. You guys can let me know what you would do. He's a really cheap card anyway. What would you do? Open or hold? So if he did like get a defender card, it would increase his price because as a mid he's like a non card in MLS. As a defender he becomes a bit more viable, so there would be a price spike if he did get a defender, but we're not talking about anything crazy, guys, you know. So what would you do? WWID, would you open it or would you hold it? Let me know. Otherwise, let's have a look at how the game week went for me. It wasn't that great. It was a kind of close but no cigar kind of effort. And yeah, how did I even open it now? If I hit set lineups, it's just we get to the lobby page. Excellent. So we had the Asia thing, didn't go well for me. I wasn't surprised. I kind of threw the team together last minute. Yeah, this was my favourite team right at the end. We had Jordan Larson, double decisive yesterday. If he got to 100, I think we could have broke into a really nice spot and got, yeah, we were only 9 points away from tier 2. Jordan finished on a 78, living his best life, goal and assist against AGF, you know, so Aarhus, you know, they're always expected to get pumped. But what a specialist team we're looking at here, guys, sincerely, you know. High XP, max level, Larson and Ferran Torres doing the business for FC Barcelona yet again with an assist from Luis Barraza on 5% collection bonus, max XP and all that good stuff. Mikel Merino living his best life up front for Arsenal, 74 raw score, and Johnny Ta, big Jonathan Ta, bringing in a 62 raw score, no decisive, away to St. Pauli. Beautiful team. We finished 59th, which is a bit of whatever. It's a tier 3 in a box, but it's just a lovely team. I'm so glad that team came together and did well. The double game week guys, Mikey Johnson, Eo Tanaka and Connor Hazard couldn't really get their act together with Tapsoba and Soboslai. And then you've probably seen the post I put out, but Rafinha, I was close to putting Rafinha and FDJ in my Como lineup and just playing D1. I decided against that. I wanted to get promoted in La Liga to get La Liga D1 so that Rafinha could strut his stuff for us there. We achieved that. We finished 93rd. We're going to get a bit of a La Liga essence. But after the game finished, Frankie de Jong has been given error led to go. So he was on a, look at that, 40 all around, you know, and then he's just been negative decisive after the fact. So it takes a bit of a sting off of how good this team could have done in this D2 La Liga. And it then makes me feel better that we didn't put him into... he actually outscored De Bruyne still, believe it or not. So it makes me feel a little bit better that we didn't do that, or that we missed that opportunity. And I'm faced with this problem coming into the game week now because Luis Jr. got error led to go, and he's now like 60-40 to play this midweek. And him and that other goalkeeper, they are like in and out on errors essentially. So I'm fearful for the midweek that Luis Jr. might not feature. I didn't really keep up to speed with MLS, but Kessler DNPing absolutely killed me. If any of you know what happened with him, please feel free to let me know. We don't need to worry about this for the midweek, of course. Classic, we're getting a classic D1 MLS team thanks to the decisives raining in from everyone really, except for Mickey Yaman. 15%, a bit of essence, which is cool. Anything else MLS wise? Not really. Champ top 25% with this team, and for how well Boutez and Dial done, I'm just gutted, man, gutted. We could have had Rafinha with them at least, in any midfielder and defender that was like if we'd swapped this around a little bit and prioritised the D1, it would have been Josko the Bosco that would have been in here. DNP for Robbo, negative decisive for Anthony Lopez, who might now actually be injured for the coming midweek, so I need to double check on him. DNP Goretzka on top of DNP Robbo, it's super rare. Ruined my goalkeeper clean sheet that I was quite excited about. And Contender, this was a sore one by the way, guys. This prick who we just won, who's like a 60 merchant. Red card, penalty conceded in the first half. I was like, for God's sake, man. The new goalkeeper we won, bossed it. Captain Shaq, 100. Matinho, 88. Montiel let us down a little bit. I wanted to win that division and get back into D1 with no Celtic going around. We're getting promoted. We're getting $20 for it, which is like a consolation prize, thanks to Shaq, really. But thanks to, the passing of the Pope, and I say thanks, kind of loosely, and the red card for James here, we're getting a relegation in D1 in season, so that actually cancels each other out. It's a bit of a kick in the balls. And then our 2 D1s did okay, top 9%, top 20%. We're getting some essence for that. Some decisives around. Good captain for Depay, okay captain for Luis Enrique. Brohome is in town, by the way, guys. Brohome is around. And Navas as well. Jardim. And then this team is the one I was the most kind of excited about. D1, top picks, good fixtures. Never really came together, sadly. And then down here, like Goretzka DNP handicapped this one. Ravelisson penalty conceded, killed that in the end. And Frimmers, he busted his load against Nico last week and then brought in a usual score. So nothing too exciting for me, but all told, $20 a card, 28 rare essence, 2 relegations, 3 promotions. It's a decent wee game week, isn't it, considering no Celtic. And then we come into the midweek, guys. We've got a select your target, which is essence payouts of 5, 10 and 50. I think it's the same at every scarcity. Yeah, it is 5, 10, 50. So I may try that for super rare. I might have a team for it for rare. We've got La Liga open, we've got Champ open, Challenger and Contender are open, as well as Under 23, All-Star and Best of Europe. So for a midweek, this is really busy. There's actually a lot of opportunities here because you just never know who's going to prioritise their cards, and some people might not have a goalkeeper that plays a region, so they might be defaulted into select your target or an all-star situation, yada yada. So really interesting game week, really wide open, kind of all to play for. And if we look at the matchups tab, it is Barcelona reigning high at the top. We've got Betis. Oh my God, Betis killed it at the weekend. They're at home to Valladolid. That should be a great game for them, really, shouldn't it? And then we've got some Sudamericana, some Libertadores. We've got Corinthians at home to Montevideo. We've got Internacional at home to Club Nacional. We've got Athletic Club at home to Las Palmas. Arsenal Palace, that'll be interesting. PSG Nantes, AZ Breda, Mineiro are taking on Caracas. I think they may be Venezuelan or something. Boston River, no idea where they're from. I'm going to guess Boston River. I'm going to guess like Ecuador or something like that. No, not Ecuador. Doesn't feel right. I've already said Venezuela. It's another one of those little countries. It's like, I don't know. But they're taking on River. Oh, no, it's not River. Sorry. I beg your pardon. So let's ignore that. Zagreb are taking on Gorica. Should be good for them. Rijeka are taking on Osijek. Argentinos are against Barracas. Hajduk against Istra. That could be a really good one because they're at home. Atletico Madrid against Vallecano. Madrid derby. La Liga still up for grabs. Everyone's second favourite, Barcelona, with the manager that wears the best suits in the business. They're at home to Club Universitario. So that's a fun one. Shanghai are here. Salzburg are playing the Pellets. Real Madrid, Getafe, another Madrid derby. Juve, Parma, the Buffon derby. Bahia are playing Nacional of Colombia. That should be an interesting one. City Villa, PSV Twente. Valencia, Espanyol, Anderlecht, Ghent. That's in the Belgian split, as is Bruges, USG. So although Challenger's open, it's not a foregone conclusion, is it? Mechelen, Westerlo, Rapid Vienna, Blue Schweins, Linz. Antlers are playing Nagoya. There's actually a lot going on here. We're kind of into the weeds now. So as I look at this, do I think anyone is super set up to dominate? Maybe not. Barcelona, Real Madrid, I've got a lot going on. Still got I think they're playing the Copa del Rey final this weekend, are they? Or something like that anyway. So there's a lot going on. Arsenal still got Champions League. PSG have still got Champions League. This is Europe for continental competitions for the South American lads. So this is a priority situation for them for the most part. Betis today? No, Betis are still going strong. So they might actually rotate a little bit. You never know. And Barca are like threadbare at the moment, trying to optimise their squad with injuries and all the rest of it. They're reigning high at the top here. If you can get the Barca team right, it feels like you're going to be onto some magic here. So if we have a look at Champion, we've got Nantes versus PSG. Before I get into the lineups, I'll just catch up with the chat. Sorry, guys, and I'll put it back to where it belongs over here. Almost too high. Jinx myself to 9th. We take it. Winners love that. Harangue jersey incoming. Contrast buzzing. Ian Sorare. In fairness, we have one fit defender. That Simo nailed it in his after-match interview. Team went off script for 15 minutes and conceded 4 goals. Yeah, I like your manager. His earrings are questionable, but I like him. Yeah, Mini-Me, yeah, good holiday for the most part. Weather was okay. And yeah, glad to be back. James Frimpong tried his best to get me out of our card reward if he had been subbed off after. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so did he lose clean sheet bonus? Let me do pop-out chat so I can look at you properly rather than squint eye to the side here. Where are we? There we go. Oh, it's glitched down. There we go. It's fixed. There we go. Live and loud, loving it. Frimmers let us down. I don't know if I like the change to just show base score. I love it, mate, to be honest with you, because it's good for your psychology, like for picking teams. Because like guys with high XP bonuses and the captain armband and stuff like that, it can kind of muddy the waters when you scroll through these scores previously and you see like, oh, this guy did 100. I much prefer raw score being displayed here, personally. I'm a big fan of it. Star Reward and Champ Classic, Sean Thorpe, buzzing. D1, 30 points off my... Oh, Star Reward and Champ Classic Limited, D1, 30 points off my first win. Okay, I thought you meant 30 points off it. Jamisti subbed off in the 59th minute. Oh, and Atalanta Slade, who did they play? Was it AC Milan? They had a great game at the weekend, I'm sure, didn't they? Flindo, good to see you with the pink wavy. Would you rather play Target or Classic Contender? Depends on the strength of your squad, mate, because the good thing about Select Your Target is who gives a fuck about everyone else's scores? It's only about your score. So it depends on the strength of your squad. If you think you've got a squad that, you know, might score well but could be avalanched, I think Select Your Score is the place to go. And if you think you're in it to win it, then go for it. Cancelled Serie A move to this game week, which is nice. Oh, cool. So will I have Berardi for this one then? The essence seems low and Select Your Target only 50. I don't think that's bad, to be honest with you. It's midweek as well, mate. Only player I've got playing is Lloyd Kelly, the Brexit Danilo, as he's called. And I think, as I said that last time, was it Harry Trades told me the real Danilo rinsed it. Oh, he did. Smashed it. Played the game, missed the game. Oh, look at that, Danilo. What a guy, 68A. Oh, maybe we bring him back. He is an OG of FC Barcelona. It's this card here I would want, but at 30 quid, but 4 is 20. Oh yeah, Danilo was a hero for us back in the day. My first like top defender. Like I could just play him every week and he was absolutely nailed. So we miss him. But Brexit Danilo, Lloyd Kelly. High fives and fist bumps. Evening stream sorted. Dan Cole, when is it for you if it's the evening? 4th place, under 23 D1 Limited, getting me a star. But 1.15 points off the podium cash, Mikey Basson. Oh, have you been playing those daily games? Have you been getting your XP up? Which again is another thing I need to do before we get into actually setting lineups and stuff like that, is go and boost some guys up. So let's see who we want to run with. I've caught up with the chat. The first game we've got here at display is Nantes at home to Paris Saint-Germain. And I think for the most part, yeah, Zizi's there. Lafont is back. Yeah, so I think my boy must be injured. Anthony Lopez. But yeah, Zizi's there. Lepenan, Albin, Moses Simon. And they're taking on Paris Saint-Germain. Lee Kang-in looks to be on to start this one. Means he won't. You know how it goes. Kavicha, Usmani. Thoughts and prayers again for this team selection. Yeah, it could be absolutely anything. So watch out for that. But that's what's projected. So that's pretty good to go on. I like the thought of Fabian Ruiz. I might actually play Kang-in Lee. No Hakimi from the looks of it as well. And then we've just had a recent update for Valencia Espanyol. So if we look at Valencia, it looks like Hugo Duro's going to start this one. After Sadiq started the weekend. There will be... I think Baranachea was like maybe injured, but he's 60-40 on to play, which is cool. Otherwise, it's quite copy and paste for the Valencian lads. I may have a bit of a stack to play there. Espanyol team is on screen if any user after it. My wee boy Urco is still rinsing it. And then we've got the Barca team. They're at home to Mallorca, and Mallorca's where you want them to be at your home. What's your take on the new Sorare pick scores? Well, it is, guys. This is probably something we just need to say. Like, there was a leak. When was the leak? It was like the week after Laird rebranded this channel, wasn't it? But there was a leak saying that Sorare data is like on the market, or it's, I don't know. But it feels like only a matter of time before this is gone, to be honest with you. Because the pick score thing, like this isn't the right page to look at it. It's this page here. This is one of Sorare Data's USPs, unique selling points. And if Sorare have got it on site, on top of all the other stuff that they've added onto the site recently with, it's probably better on this page anyway, with price history, score history, transactions. Am I looking at the right page? Yeah, he's just not actually had any movement, has he? He probably doesn't have any limiteds. He's probably a bad example, but all this stuff is, it's not as nice as it is on Sorare Data. We're all a bit more familiar with how to navigate it. But there's very little on Sorare Data to look at now, really, in terms of information, intel, insight that you can't get elsewhere. So far be it for me to speak ill. I love Sorare Data. And before Sorare Data was membership based, I was sending Maxime and Sorare Data donations every month, every 3 months or something like that. I can't remember exactly the frequency, but you know, I've been a big supporter of Sorare Data, despite them, you know, never giving us a partnership themselves, you know, so for whatever the reason that was. But it feels like the writing's on the wall. I don't know what to think about it, to be honest with you. This page is still quite useful because Sorare don't have anything like this at the moment. Lineup builder's fun for me and you guys to do for members. But really, what else do they have here now? Not anything. So I like that Sorare have got it. I've not really seen too much of how it's bled through into the actual, like, is it different? Does it, you know, or is it problematic in any way? I don't think it is, but it feels like Sorare have, I say the leak thing that happened on Twitter or whatever that was deleted was that they went bust, you know, so maybe Sorare have bought some bits of them. Maybe they're still afloat. Who knows? But this is the Barcelona team projected. Ferran on to play, which is cool. Rafinha just about good to go for this one as well. So I might be playing them together at home to Mallorca. This is, the, you know, if you can get the Barca team right, they're probably going to score 2 or 3 here. Do they keep a clean sheet? Hard to say. Because who did they play at the weekend? Celta. They got a few goals against Barca, you know, so not a foregone conclusion. But Ferran is just an DA magnet. And with Yamal on one side, Rafi on the other, Dani Olmo back in town, Pedri, Ballon d'Or level form. It feels like it's going to be a good Barca game week if you can nail the team, or if you can pick one guy into your team that is going to be useful for you. We've got Athletic Club against Las Palmas. This is looking pretty decent. And yeah, Las Palmas. I've heard Fabio Silva has been wanted by Villarreal, which could be a good move for him. Or was he there before? I don't know if I'm remembering something wrong, but I'm sure it was Villarreal were interested in him. Celta Vigo licking their wounds after the Barca match. Look to be fielding this team against Villarreal, who drew 2 each with somebody at the weekend. Was it Sociedad? I forget. Luis Jr. maybe just about. Yeah. The goalkeeper could be dodgy. I'm going to need to play him because why not? But if he doesn't play, we're not going to be that sore about it. Alaves are at home to Sociedad. This is how we're looking here. And Sociedad, Braze is back. That's always good. John Martin, by the way, I was talking about this with Harry. He went out at the weekend and he played an absolute blinder again. Maybe easy to find him in this format. Yeah. I bought him right at the beginning of the season. He was one of the only Sociedad cards early season. I was like, yeah, let's get him. What did we pay for him? £4 7 months ago. And look at that. He's finally getting into the team and smashing out a little bit. So I don't know if he's going to play this game because he's been playing through necessity with other players being injured. Aguerd and Pacheco are back in the fold. Are they ready to play this game? It might be a bit too soon for them. Oyarzabal's in the form of his life. Oskarson's back in training. Take needs to get a groove on. Sergio Gomez needs to get his groove on as well. Only 3 days between games. This is the thing with La Liga, is it's quick turnaround. With Aguerd, Pacheco is weak after his injury, so in principle John Martin could continue. Many doubts with the left back rotation. Yeah, so yeah, there you go. There's that. Getafe against Real Madrid. Alvaro Rodriguez, who is a Real Madrid player on loan. Looks like he's playing this one. Otherwise, pretty much the same team you'd expect from them. Real are playing with no Rodrigo and no Mbappe. This might be a bit tame, in fact, from Real Madrid. Getafe not involved in high-scoring games anyway, so this will be interesting to see how this one goes. Arda Güler feels like an X-Factor type player that could have an influence on this one, maybe from the bench if he's not going to start. But yeah, interesting. Wouldn't be surprised if Madrid drop points there, by the way. Like a draw or something. Leganés at home to Girona. Girona just suck ass now, don't they? Stuani on to play. I might use him. I've got Saganikov and stuff, why would I? But anyway. Osasuna, Sevilla. Strong looking team. Sevilla, Sol Niguez back for me, that's cool. Who else are we looking at here? Atletico against Rayo. Griezmann. Yeah, everyone's kind of here you would expect. Pablo Barrios continued his great form at the weekend as well after me naysaying him. And here is Rayo. Well, yeah, I think most of their main players there's still a few missing. So Atletico are still pushing for the title, still pushing to get in the title frame. Excuse me. And the Betis team, like the front six there are lovely players, great Sorare cards individually, every one of them for different reasons. Less so Johnny Cardoso because he's a defensive player, but a lot of fun Betis options there. Adrian and goals. This is a Valladolid team, which is okay, nothing great. And that's Spain. Interesting. We've actually got a wee bit in champ, don't we, with the Prem? We've now got City Villa. So Villa played Champions League, Arsenal played Champions League, so there'll be a bit of spillover for that. KDB apparently was stinking at the weekend, but he's on to play. He's on his swan song, his victory lap of the Premier League, so I expect him to do well at some point. With Savio, Doku and Marmouche around him, might just give him that pace and that incision to help him kind of thread those passes and make some stuff happen. And they're taking on Villa. Eliminated from the Champions League, still living their best life and still with a point to prove in the league. Tielemans has been absolutely on it. Never mind, some of the other heroes in this team like Onana and Rodgers and whatever. Rashford up front over Watkins. Like, does Rashford score against City? I'm not too sure. It's a difficult one. And I've just remembered I had a little poll going on in the chat. What do you think I should do with that O2 card? Most of you have said open it. So, yeah, I'll open that in a wee second then have a bit of fun. See if we get a special for it. We then have as well Arsenal Palace. No Tierney. Oh, gutted. Marino, but it's cool. Kamada on to play. That's fun for me. And then we get to Serie A. So this is the weekend spilled over to the midweek. Cagliari at home to Fiorentina. An extra couple of days rest. If he did have anyone in one of these teams that was like, he's played a lot of games recently or he's not doing too good, or whatever, that extra couple of days might have actually helped some positions. Robin Gosens grabs the eye here. Genoa at home to Lazio. And again, I'm getting deja vu from the deadline show with Harry. I was telling you his friend Drup here, he's been linked with a big money move to somebody. I forget who it was, but it was like 35 million euros they were after. Tati Castellanos, we love to see it. Parma against Juve. This is the Parma expected team. Again, it's probably quite similar to what we've seen at the weekend anyway. Like Kelly. And Torino, Udinese. Torino's team's looking quite good. Giannitis in here over Vlasic, but is maybe a bit of a attacking nerf. Giannitis is more of a ball winning type guy. And Udinese, Iker Bravo and Artur Atta up front. No Luka, no Tovan. This could be a very good Vanya match. Very good Vanya match. I think I'll be picking him for best of Europe. Vanya. He's tried and tested for us and it's a good matchup. That was champ. A wee peek at Challenger. A couple of games in Holland. We've got Groningen Heracles. This is Groningen. Not really much to say about that. Heracles, Jizz, away Jizz, and Fabian de Keizer, which is cool. And we've got AZ at home to Breda. Mini Coupe. And wow, by the way, quite an unrecognisable team for the most part. taking on Breda. Sidney Van Hooijdonk up front. Kamal Soa, former Bruges, on the wing here. Yeah, I don't really know any of those other guys either. Don't laugh at my Lloyd. I'll laugh at anyone's Lloyd. Unerstal, Lager BLK, the defensive pair of dreams. Van Wolfswinkel, Sadalek. Yeah, the usual 20 guys. They're taking on PSV. Oh, Serginho Dest. How's he? Has he been back? We're also touting him on the channel for a long time on injury discount. He's not back. He's back. Bascagli, Flamengo, Mauro Jr. This is kind of, minus Veerman been missing, this is kind of like the strongest I've seen a PSV team for a domestic match in a while. We've got a full slate in Belgium, it looks like. So we've got Dender at home to Charleroi. This is the Dender boys. Then we've got Charleroi. Yassine Tetraoui. I featured him on a Celtic video, by the way, and he has been recently, since then, hit on the scout pages everywhere, like on Twitter and all the rest of it. Kind of looks like a mini Zorgan, but more like in the Vinicius Souza kind of vibe. Like, a bit of a beast, isn't he? AA Magnet. So just seen his name there. He's one to watch out for. Under 23 until 2028. So him and Zorgan in the engine room, which is cool. And then we've got Mechelen against Westerlo. This is Mechelen. We've got Welsh playing. That's fun. Storm and Pafulke. Fregan. Vuskovic. Jungdal. Bit of a fun team there for Westerlo. Standard Liège. Team is there. Again, Leuven. Not playing any of my guys. Plenty to check was there, but Anderlecht are taking on Ghent. Big game. Again, that was on the matchups tab we looked at a moment ago. Quite a strong team. Nice attacking threat against Ghent with Van Azier, Ito, Delorgi Nieper, and a few other names and faces that we're familiar with. Antwerp and Ghent, or Genk, sorry, I beg your pardon on this one. Celtic target, Michel-Ange Balikwisha in the 10th spot. Jelly Batile still living his best life. Jairono Kerk still living life. Vincent Janssen as well. And Lamens against Genk. And the team's pretty nailed. Carrot Sass, since doing well against Scotland for Greece or whatever, really kind of rose onto the scene here. Matt Smets as well. Joris Kayembe. Jarnis Stoikers, some powerful cards in their lineup. Bruges at home to USG. Again, this is like, maybe not Vermont and Jukkala in this position here, but the Bruges team has been quite stable now for a while. And then this is USG with Siddiqui and Ivanovic here. Koki Machida back in town. Love to see a bit of that. We've got a wee bit of Denmark, Danishland. Nordishland against Midgetland in the Danishland. Ben Negren. Zidane Sartemir. Ooh. Zidane Sartemir. How are you scoring? Are you playing? Meh. He's got a really nice rookie card at Leverkusen. I'll always keep an eye out for him. And this guy, by the way, one of you guys, maybe more than one of you, have got this guy in your lineup building, your squads quite often. And he is popping everywhere. He's going to make a move in the summer. Make no mistakes about it. As well as this Hogsberg guy. Like, if they don't move to France or England or something like that, I'd be very surprised. I think that Maho Dorgales is highly rated also. They're taking on the mighty midgets. Danny Silva's looked good when I watched them against, was it Lazio or something? Jonas Lossell and the crew. I did get quite a fair bit. I'm just going to kind of skip through. I'm going to do them, but I'm just going to hit through them. We're at the Austrian Bundesliga, so keep your... Oh, Laszlo Kleinheisler. Oh, as soon as I said I'm about to jump through this guy used to be a demon. One of the End Product podcast's favourites. Stishy Boy picked up his super rare. And this guy in Croatia was brilliant. And then he went to Greece and blue X'd on us. I wonder how long he's been at Grazer. Not that long. Okay. But if we look at him, Osijek, he was this bit of form here, certainly. He was an absolute boss. How did he do it at Hajduk? Yeah, didn't play there long. Went to Panathinaikos on the blue X. But we've got him back. Laszlo Kleinheisler, a name to watch out for. Definitely a guy with a bit of talent at that level. And they're taking on Hartberg. Yeah, not really much to say about them. I'm going to try and fire through some of these because I'm just trying to get the gauge of, oh, Tavernier in a more, sorry guys, as soon as I say I'm going to go fast, I see something interesting. Tavernier in a more offensive position. He's normally been a deep line midfielder for the most part when we've seen him. Attacking mid, oh, big AA, centre mid, attacking mid, at least he got the decisive there. By the way, Tavernier, striker. Taffanier's really developing. Now 24. We've been watching this guy since he was 19 or something like that. Jamie Lawrence and a few other names there as well. They're playing Altac. This is the Altac team on screen here. And we're going to continue to fire through Austria. Klagenfurt against Lask. I think Lask have just sacked their manager, or they're on the cusp of it, I think. Ronnie Valdo's playing. This guy Anderson always comes up as a good budget player as well. He's on the right wing. Rapid Vienna. Erkan Kara. Did he not leave? He was like good in this league, wasn't he? And then yeah, he went to America. Yeah, I thought he went somewhere like that. Used to be very prolific. Mamadou Sangar, Rao Yao, Salzburg against the Wolfsbergers. Sulzbacher, that's a new name on me. Marius Pink. Austria Vienna against Sturm Graz. Fitzy Boy, Dragovic, Tin Plavetic as well. Kaitashvili, Bovine, John Gorenk Stankovic, Kel Sherpin, nice team there for Graz. China, I was only 2 games, I was going to just skip it, but there's 2 games. Got a back 3 in this team. That's fun. Against Hainan Jinet with Bruno Nazario, who was a boss last year. How's he been doing this year? Bruno Nazario, how have you done this year so far? So since here, 50, 70, yeah, meh. Not that great. And then Yun Yukun against Shanghai. This is the Shanghai team. Oh, Li Wu Li, whatever we're saying, 25% to play. But he's back in the fold somewhere. And the team they're playing against has a defender from Dallas. J-League. Oh, I've actually got a fair wee bit here. So let's see, J-League. Eyes peeled on the screen. I'm not going to be naming too many names on this one. We'll fire through it. Avispa against Fagiono. Kashima Antlers against Nagoya. Antlers team's looking good, by the way. Nagoya, Sho Nagaki. Kyoto Sanga against Yokohama FC. Again, nice team. Yokohama. Machida Zelvia and Shonan Belmar. Machida Zelvia. Tani's playing, that's all we care about, isn't it? Shonan Belmar. Jonosuke Suzuki. Becoming a bit of a cult hero in Sorare this season. Tokyo Verde and Cerezo. This is the Tokyo Verde team. And then here is Cerezo Osaka. Thiago Andrade on to play. My goalkeeper, not likely. Bummer. Tokyo against Gamba. Last manager was sacked. Assistant running for the rest of the season, Mikey Baston. Great intel. Thought I seen that. Thanks for the qualification on it. Urawa Reds against Sanfrecce. Again, really nice Urawa Reds team. But I think they're languishing in the table, aren't they? Sanfrecce. Solid as an outfit comes, really, in the J-League, isn't it? K-League, 1 game. Anyang against Ulsan. This is Anyang. Don't know any of those guys. And this is Ulsan. Don't really know any of those guys either. I think I maybe won an Ulsan card, but can't remember who. Serie B, we've got a bit of a slate here. We'll click on the ones that have got something. So we've got Spezia. A few guys there. We've got Bari against Modena. This is the Bari team. Lasagna up front. Modena. We've then got Brescia Pisa. This is Pisa. And then this is Brescia. Sampdoria on screen away to Carrarese. And then we have Reggiana at home to Cittadella. This is the Reggiana team. And then we have Salernitana Cosenza against Cosenza. Actually quite a lot of cards there. Where's Sassuolo? That's annoying. Are they not playing? Croatia, full slate of games again as well. Slavan Koprivica at home to Varaždin. There's Slavan, and there is Varaždin. Lokomotiv Zagreb against Šibenik. This is Zagreb, Šibenik. Gorica at home to Zagreb. And I think for the Croatian league, it's better to get a bit of context on how the title is still running, because that was quite a tight one, wasn't it? In Croatia. It should be up there with my favourites, but I didn't see it. So yeah, it is HNL. Standings. Oh, Hajduk and Rijeka, by the way. Dynamo are just about out of it now, aren't they? But Hajduk and Rijeka, both at home. Hajduk at home to Istra. Sego, Lavaya, of course Rakitic and one or two others. Istra, yeah, I don't think that's going to be much. And Rijeka at home to Osijek. Oh, it's going to go right to the wire, this one, isn't it? Is that the last one? Yeah, it was. And then we're on to Argentina. We've got only one team to preview here. Argentinos Juniors at home to Barracas Central. This is the Juniors team. And then we're on to Continental, which I think is just South American for them. Oh, we've got CONCACAF as well. So Tigres are playing Cruz Azul. Juan Bernetta is there. 90% on for this one. Back five, Jesus Angulo, Yavi Anquino. Diego Lainez, left wing back. Wow. Has he been doing that for them? Left mid, left wing back. Left wing back. By the way, he gets 88 left wing back, doesn't he? That's interesting. Nahu Guzman, of course, our favourite pantomime villain goalkeeper. The bogeyman and Sepulveda, if I can say that, are up front for this one. Whitecaps taking on Miami. Yeah, full strength for them. Miami, of course, full strength for them. They're going to want to win this. And then we've got Libertadores. I don't know if there's much to preview here, but we'll click on everyone. Talares, Reynoso's in the building with Girotti up front, Miguel Navarro centre back. They're taking on Alianza Lima, who are from Peru. Pablo Guerrero up front, and a few other guys at Zambrano in defence. El Dio de Quito at home to Flamengo. I don't think this is going to go well for them, but home advantage does make an impact in South America, I would say. But Flamengo, really strong team. Danilo, 70% on. Ayrton left back. Gerson in the engine room. And De Araceta is a big player. Eric Pulgar is a big player as well. So I can see Flamengo winning that. Colo Colo are at home. Again, they're from they're Chile. And they're taking on Racing Club. Augustin Almendra is apparently in a bit of form, by the way. He was popping all over my timeline at the weekend. Double A himself. Wish I kept onto my card that I won last year, because we Wonder Kids are fun. Yeah, he's been alright. Probably better IRL than on Sorare. But he's on to play this one. Santiago Sosa as well. Gabriel Arias, Luciano Vieto. A few familiar names and faces there. Internacional of Brazil are at home to Nacional of Colombia. Bernabe, Borre, Patrick, Regis, all the main guys are there. And then we get to Barcelona of Ecuador. They're playing Universitario. Arriaga's there. Rivero's there. Dixon Stream, that's translated. And whoever else these guys are. They're playing. Universitario. Team is on screen there. Alex Varela, Andy Polo. Edison Flowers, I think that's Flores, isn't it? Are on to play for that one. Olympia Penarol, no teams. Velez away to St. Anthony. Bulo. No idea where the fuck that is. San Antonio, Bulo Bulo. It says St. Anthony there, but San Antonio is the translation. There's a team there for Vélez. And then we get to Estudiantes taking on Botafogo, Argentina versus Brazil. Hotly contested, and yeah, decent team for them. Botafogo, been kind of disappointing for me personally between Telej and Gregor. They've not really been doing much. They've not been playing Sante as much as I would like either. But there we go. We'll watch that as it develops. Independiente de Valle. I forget where they're from now. They're taking on River Plate. The River Plate team is cooking. And Mastuondo, these are the types of games that those guys come alive in. And they get scouted and move to Europe in the summer. So watch out for a big match from him. Although they're away. Away to Libertad. Libertad, I think, is Paraguay. And they're taking on Sao Paulo with Marcos Antonio in the engine room, Cedric Suarez, Enzo Diaz at fullback, Alan Franco and Rafael. There's a defensive core there you could build a team around, I would say. Fortaleza, David Luiz losing his hair. Don't know if you've seen those pictures over the weekend. They're taking on Atletico Bucaramanga, and I forget where Bucaramanga is. Palmeiras are taking on Bolivar of Bolivia. Surprise, surprise. Quite a nice team here. A lot of cards. Lots of attacking options as well. Victor Roque still not hit the back of the net since returning to Bruce Hill. Bahia taking on Nacional, I think is the last team we've got in this competition. And again, none of my guys. No Acevedo, no Kake. But some other guys that are alright. And then Sudamericana, we've got Independiente away to Guarani. This is Independiente's team. We've got Vasco da Gama against Lanús. Again, another Brazil versus Argentina. This is the Vasco da Gama team. Lucas Piton, Harry was telling me I should be buying this guy. João Victor as well. So there's a wee defensive stack there with wee Phil Coutinho, who we all love. Streets won't forget player, 100%. Marcelino Moreno for Lanús. He's a big game player. Walter Bow up front as well. Is Cuerdos, I forget how you spell his name, but a former La Liga 2 boss. Fluminense taking on Union Española. Yeah, Everaldo's up front. Otherwise, not really much to write home about. Mineiro taking on Caracas. Mineiro team is, nobody really there to write home about. Vitoria taking on Cerro Largo. Sounds like Donald Trump's house or whatever it was called, doesn't it? Corinthians taking on Racing. Memphis is there, as you would expect. Star of the team. Donnelly's been playing. A great under 23 hold if he could have held on to it. I don't know if he's still under 23, but and then we'll get Grêmio taking on Godoy Cruz. Again, Argentina versus Brazil. Pavon, Christian Oliveira, nice wings. Martin Braithwaite up front is funny to see. Always forget he's over there. No team for Godoy. Cianciano, they've got these players. No idea who they are, where they're from, and who they're playing. Deportivos Iquique. Cruzeiro taking on Palestino. Casio, Wanderson, kind of all there is there. Kyle Jorge, is that the ex-Juve guy? I think it might be. And, that's it. That is it. Quite an open game week, guys, isn't it? International? Anything? No, didn't think so. Okay, let me take a wee breath here. Yokohama conceded the worst goal I've ever seen on the weekend, James. 100% horror. I'm looking forward to catch that later. Maybe tag me in it if you see it again. I'm new/old to Sorare, Eastern Zatar. Fist bump, thanks for coming back. Thanks for joining us. Used to play super casually in the past, kind of getting back into it now. Is it worth getting in-season cards now, or should I wait for next season's cards? This website is called predictorfy.com. It's, as you see it spelled here in the middle of the screen, .com. If you sign up to get your own account, use code QuinnyHarry, all one word. It just supports me, Harry Trades, and the Deadline show we do every Friday before the weekend game week, where we go through all the projected lineups ahead of the weekends. So if you are going to get involved with them, please support the channels by hitting that code on account creation. Watch your video about the strategy to shift from limited in season to rare scarcity. Decided to go for some Ulsan cards. Nice. So Kuba Kun is talking about the video that went out at the weekend. We're chatting about like the move of in season, but in that video I also referenced a video we did back in like January or December. I linked that at the end of that video, so there's 2 videos for you to watch back to back if you're in that kind of frame of mind. It hopefully give you a lot of food for thought and maybe point you in a good direction tactics wise. Too many players to fit into All-Star Specialists because Sorare are not doing anything for South America contender comps. Yeah, it's a bit tough, isn't it? But Kuba-kun, love to hear the video helped and you're making progress. The sooner you get strategies moving, the better they'll be, essentially, you know. Leave these things to the last minute. Generally, they bite you on the bum. So, let me go and have a wee peek. You said we should open up O'Toole. So, let's open up O'Toole and see if we get a wee special out of it. Ooh, 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 ooh. I didn't go, thanks. Not even a defender card. Could have made it special at least, man. Come on. Oh, well. That's O'Toole opened. Right, okay, so let's go to the next game week. Now, what do I have to play with? Let's click on select your target first of all, right? Because it's all-star based. I just want to see who I've got everywhere and kind of, now that we've looked at the strength of the fixtures, we see who's expected to play, you know, who do I actually have that I want to use, right? So we've got All Black, Yan the Man, Luis Jr., who's dodgy, Kositani, Leo Jardim, and then between Kim Jin-hyun and Anthony Lopez, two guys that we're not expecting to see in between the sticks. So we've got 1, 2, 3 rare keepers we can rely upon, and a fourth one that we can use and try and cross our fingers on. In defence, Montiel was projected to play there, and they're away to Independiente de Valle, so I think that's probably a good match for him. We've got Josco the Bosco. Quatra was not expected to play. Arriaga, who's been doing great, by the way, in these matches. Lagerski, Arsfeld looks to be injured. No Ominami. We've got the fullbacks that will play. We've got Gaia, we've got Bernabe, Aramburu. We've got enough defender choices, I think. I don't think we've got plenty. I don't think we've got many amazing ones, but yeah, we've got enough defenders to go around. In midfield, what we're looking at, we've got Gregor, Baranchia's dodgy, Aranguiz. Oh, look at those two candlestick scores, by the way, and I've just totally missed them. One was against Estudiantes La Plata. He then didn't play against Colo Colo, which is a domestic match. So is he maybe playing? Yeah, that was a league match as well. I wonder if he's doing Continental. Can we look at competitions? Yeah, Libertadores. Yeah, that's Libertadores. Yeah, so maybe he's a decent wee look, maybe. L15 of 57, but it's not really select your target friendly because select your target is capped at 250 points. It's like a cap competition. Can't see it because of my camera, but it's there. Rakitic, great game. Great game. JJ is going to play. Frankie, I'm probably not going to risk. Marino will play. Almeida, Sergio, KDB. Arturo Vidal is taking on Racing Club. He's at home. That's the kind of game that Arturo Vidal is playing his career for now, isn't it? Yeah, always plays Libertadores. That could be a fun one. L1549. It's not a great option on cap. Kangen, Braze, Ferran. I've got lots of mids that I fancy to be 60-ish capable. Maybe one or two of them can spike a bit harder. But that's okay. And then up front, what we're looking at, we've got Rafi, we've got Memphis, we've got Diego Lopez, Takikubo, Castellanos, Oyarzabal. 6 forwards there of real power. Paulinho's kind of back from injury. Not really usable yet. Hugo Duro was expected to play there, wasn't he? I didn't see Pepe. Wasn't really looking for him, to be honest with you, but... Oh, Pepe. And Dennis. Oh, when did that get updated? I must have totally just blanked on that, by the way. Oh, nice. Nice. I like that. Victor Roque. And that's about it. Awesome. Right, so... So let's see. Who is the best we've got? All Black at home to Rayo. Kositani against former club Shonan Belmar. Feels like a good goalkeeper pick as well. Jardim at home to Lanús. I don't know how to feel about that because that'll be a tough game. So yeah, I think Tani and All Black are the two besties really, aren't they? Best defender. Is it maybe Josko? Or is it maybe Arriaga? Oh no, I like Mladenovski. 4th versus 5th. This guy's just really good. Against Zagreb. Since he's came into the team, against Zagreb, against Hajduk are his 2 lowest scores. If he plays... I suppose Rijeka was a good game to have there against top of the table. Highly tested defensively, of course, but against Gorica, against Osijek, against Istra, he did very well. So I quite like him. Maybe best defender capable. Cedric away to Paraguay, Libertad. Could be okay. Telej rested at the weekend. Could do better for this one, but scores haven't really been that great. So yeah, defence is quite tough to pick my best guy. Welsh is going to play. No KT. Best mid. Yeah, I like Rakitic. Don't mind Aranguiz. Yeah, this mid's quite tough, isn't it? I like Ferran. Am I maybe looking at a champ team first? Let's see what we've got to play in champ. Champ. In season or classic. Classics are all D2. What does the prize pool look like for classic? D2. Mince. In season. D1. Top 50 is where it gets fun. How many entrants do we have there now? 237. So we're looking to get into the top 30% for Essence, which is the top 70. There's actually a fair amount of games on, but there will be midweek rotations and headaches and stuff like that. We do have some super rares. So let me go backwards to go forwards. We're going to go with select your target. Let's go super rare here. I'm going to go top dancer on this one. I'm going to go Sorare. Is he cheaper than Dimitrovic? No, he's not. Let's go Dimitrovic. He's cheaper. Galan on 46. Miguel on 34. Midfield. Lorente will play. JJ will play. Sol will play. McGinn will play. I've actually got a lot of mids. A lot of mid choices. None of them are that great matchup wise, but and then up front, Tati, Anoy Razabal, Siganikov. Wow, I've actually got some great options. Pepe as well. Oh, that's actually quite a brain teaser, that one. That's actually quite difficult. Can we try and do a La Liga super rare team first of all? I just want to do this first to get the super rares out of my rare equations. So I'm going to go Soria. I'm going to go Miguel. Yangel and Braze. Oh, you can't no take Oyarzabal in that form. Yeah, I think this is a proper FC Barcelona team. This is what we'll run with. Oyarzabal deserves the armband on form. Yeah, let's do that. I fancy it to do well with that. And then we'll do select your target with the rest of the supers. So we go Dimitrovic, Mingueza or Galan. Home. Against Rayo. Mingueza against Villarreal. It's actually quite a tough one to pick, by the way, between those two. I'm going to go with Galan because I just expect Atletico to do better. We can play Lorente with that. That's fun. Siganikov against Leganés. Tati. Do we go double forward with this? How many points do we have left? 99. Oh, we could go. Okay, if we take Siganikov, he's against Dimitrovic. Let's go with Tati, and then that leaves us with 46. We could play Elena. We could play Kamada. Coop Miners wasn't projected there, was he? Oh, we could play Pepe. Oh, yes. This is a really nice select your target team, right? So, we know Lorente is, like, in God mode now. Dimitrovic can do okay. There's no negative decisives and we'll be okay. Pepe, if he's on to play this, is fine. I might go top target with this. Tati as well. Having missed the penalty when they get knocked out. Bit of a point to prove. And yeah, let's just double check that Atletico team. How nailed on was Galan? 60. Let's check the fantasy app. Yeah, 50-50. I don't like that. So that... Who did we have in our team? We had Yangel and we had Miguel, didn't we? Yeah, so I'm thinking about maybe swapping them around. So if we go Sorare and then we drop him for Miguel, get 10 points remaining, and then Pepe we could drop for Oyarzabal or something, but I don't think that's too necessary. We could play Siganikov. Oh yeah, that's the move. Shigankov. Now this makes me want to make this all kind of Girona, but I'm not going to. Captain Lorente. And yeah, let's go top target on this. Top target, 490. Give me that 50 superior essence. Let's go for it. Limited Whale, good to see you. Red or Dead, my man. Good to see you as well. Your mic settings are very low. I just keep moving away from it, mate. I really should just have it glued to my chin. Because I hear, whenever you give me that feedback, I go back and check, and it's when I'm doing this or I'm moving away from the mic a bit much. So I just need to stay right in front of it and not twist and turn as much. Apologies. But yeah, so we'll play then Dimitrovic in here. Might drop Yangel in defence. Maybe we just take Mingueza for safety. Yeah, I think we just take Mingueza for safety. I don't mind still taking Yangel, but we could just take somebody else. We'll go Brazen or Oyarzabal. And then fifth man. Yeah, maybe we just take Yangel all the same. Or can we do 2 select your targets? No, 1 of 1. We can't add in our team, can we? Nah. Second team would have been good there. Oyarzabal, Braze, Mingueza, and then fifth man. Pepe. Yeah, I knew there was something that felt better. Pepe against Mingueza. There's just so many of them playing against each other, I can't quite totally avoid that. But again, he can get decisive, so we don't care about the clean sheet in that case. Captain Oyarzabal, and yeah, let's go for it. Right, cool, so that's the supers out. I think La Liga, so we got, the mistake we made last game week was not putting Rafinha into D1. Rafinha's team is now in D1. So if we know Rafinha's going to play, I like the thought of playing all black in here. It means we then need to play all in-season outfield. We've got Gaia, we've got Aramburu. One's at home, one's away. One's a bit safer as far as fullback scores go. The other one's a bit riskier, but might kill us. I think Gaia is the play because he's just reliable. In midfield, some nice picks. We know Dennis Suarez is looking to play. Orod is looking to play. Almeida. We know he's going to play. We know he's on sets and stuff like that. We have brought him in for this kind of thing. So let's go Almeida. And then we've got Rafi and Diego. So this is like a Valencia play with Captain Rafinha and all black in goals. I quite like that. Valencia at home to Espanyol. Tight game. But yeah. I think Valencia are in the ascendancy. Yeah, I quite like that. Now, I don't know if... sorry, I'm going to... Copy. Paste. There we go. Awesome. And then let's hide this. I don't know if we'll do a second La Liga team with that Luis Jr. Or maybe we could do... Rafi ain't nailed. I know he's not. But he's more than likely. I read... what's probably the best thing to do for me to determine this is look at their fixtures. Because Hansi Flick, yeah, Copa del Rey at the weekend. Yeah, I thought that. But the game's today, Tuesday. I don't think he'll play 90 minutes. When did they play their last match? 3 days ago. So a short turnaround. And Hansi Flick was saying like they're good to go. Preparation wise, they're so professional and all the rest of it. So I think he starts, and then they've got 4 days until Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey. I'm pretty sure Copa del Rey final is a 2-legged thing now. No, it's not. Is it? Is that the final already? I could have swore it was a weird kind of change of the thing. Oh, maybe it's the Super Cup. They've changed the Super Cup to being a thing, haven't they? It's like a little mini tournament. And then they've got 4 days and they play Inter. I could see Rafinha rotating, right? But it's like, who does he rotate for? They don't really have anyone in the depth chart. Yeah, Ferman could play, right? But Ferman's not wide. But I think they would need Olmo. They fancy Olmo to play midfield. Like, I think you start this type of team and then rotate. Louis out. Ferman could play, but it's unlikely. And this was updated, an hour and 25 minutes ago. So I quite like the reliability on that, to be honest. It means we can play Olmo and Ferran together in another lineup. And I think I just roll with Rafi in this one, because I'm not going to not play him. Or do we put him in a team with Luis Jr.? Somebody tagged me on that horrendous goal on Twitter, so let's go and peek that. Who was it that tagged me? James. Video's not available in your location. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, guys. No VPNs for me today, sorry. I'll find it. Cherky's trending? What's going on with Cherky? That's a compilation of Cherky versus Messi at 21. So Rafinha, Flick. This is not what I was looking for. I seen Flick's like actual. That's a funny post there. But yeah, Ferran's doing well. I think he fancies playing Rafinha and Yamal in this one. So this is a squad list. Like, who else are they going to play? They kind of play Ferman wide. Olmo maybe. But yeah, I think because again, La Liga, it's not. There's nothing to take the foot off the gas with here. They're 4 points ahead of Real, who are now out the Champions League. Got Copa del Rey at the weekend, obviously, which is important to them both. But Barca need to keep that distance. And they are at home, you know. So I'm going to stick with that, I think. But I appreciate the counterbalance on that one, Charlie. So who else do we have? We've got Tani and Jardim. Right, so Jardim and Tani. So contender, do we have a good team for Tani? It's not going to be in season, because I don't have enough in season guys available, I don't think. Did I play D2 to get promoted for Celtic at the weekend? Or did I play D1 to try and win it? Let's have a look at the quality we've got. So we've got Tani, Mladenovski, Rakitic, and Draj. This feels like a D2 team. Is this the way to go, but? Is this the way to go? Yeah, I reckon the league is top priority. Copa del Rey is like a fight. We're just going to fight each other at the weekend, you know. That feels like the best contender team I could play. I would rather play that in D2 than D1, just get it promoted. But is that Tani better maybe an All-Star or something? Could we actually win something a little bit juicier? All-Star rare, 3,500 entrants, 1 star. Yeah, I'm not too fussed about that. U23. We would have Tani. Still got Luis Jr. right enough. Nice defence options for U23. Nice mid options as well. Ouch. That is a bad error led to goal. Hard to know if he's going to play. Would I then risk my D1 position with him? And then we get relegated, and then at the weekend I can't do it. That could be, but then with Tanny, rather than that D2 thing that we just laid out there, if we would go Tanny, Bernabe at home, got Josko as well, could go double defence, but Bernabe, Sergio Gomez, Kang. Let's imagine we went Kang, Take, play Alaves, and then we're looking at Sergio Gomez or Guardiola to finish it. That feels like a good team. Josko against Rashford feels like he's just going to get a triple off of that. Sergio Gomez could be okay. That feels quite scary good, but feels a lot better to me than that D2 thing. Might be the worst I've seen, says Hammy. Is that error led to go? Yeah, we don't want to really risk that then, do we? I think this is the best thing for Tanny. But Kang. Do we maybe drop Kang for Sergio Gomez just for reliability? I think I might, just cause in case Kang breaks our hearts. We don't want that to happen for strong D1 entry. Yeah, I'm going to do that. D1 U23 midweek feels like a little bit of Barcelona, doesn't it? So we've got those two supers. We've got a La Liga D1. Let's clear that team. We've got a D1 and U23. So we've got Jardim and we've got that Luis Jr. left. So maybe we go. Let's have a look at. We had Champ in season D2s, didn't we? Yeah. Or D. Yeah, let's go to D2. I don't think Kang will play. Yeah. Yeah, let's just sideline him in case he breaks our heart. That's what I'm thinking, Charlie. Luis Jr. Could play classic or in-season defence, so let's maybe come to that last. In midfield, KDB, Olmo, Ferran, oh yeah. Dennis. Let's say KDB. D2, that's a fun play. We know Hugo Duro's going to play up front. Point to prove, Sadiq's been scoring. And then the best in-season card remaining would be maybe Adam Buru. Could play JJ, Orod. There's a few guys that are alright. Not that exciting, but I suppose it's the last kind of team. So let's pick it last. Let's not think about that too much now. I think we want to do select your target, by the way. Because with that Jardim, he's got a really low, L1539. That means in defence. Let's go defence last, but in midfield I want to take Olmo and Ferran. Unless, we've got Rakitic available now. Because we deleted that other team. Olmo we're not certain on, but Olmo, yeah, look at that. Off the bench, double decisive. That's just Danny Olmo. I might go, I'm definitely going Ferran. There's no two ways about that. Up front. Memphis, Tate and Oyarzabal. Well, it has to be Memphis, I think, because Tate and Oyarzabal we could maybe do something else with. And then fifth man, Rakitic or Olmo. I'm going Olmo. I can't help myself. And then in defence, how many points do we have left? 56. So we could take Lagerbielke. We can take Mladenovski. They're the two best picks. I think everyone else is a bit meh. So Lagerbielke is playing PSV now. I'm going to take Mladenovski, I think. Captain Memphis, it's in his contract. You guys know that already. This feels like a great... I'm going top target in this competition. There's no point in doing anything else, is there? That feels boss, by the way. Just needs to get the points target, and we're cool with that, you know. Kushti. That's quite a fun team. I like that. So, goalkeeper-wise, I think we've only got the Luis Jr. left, don't we? And we've got Best of Europe to pick, so we'll do that as well. There's a few of these left, and some of you guys love the Best of Europe stuff, so hopefully... maybe just go All-Star and just do a best team we can with the Luis Jr. and just see what happens. No relegation to worry about. Who would we go with? We'd go with Luis Jr. We'd probably go Montiel or Arriaga. Arriaga's at home. We do have Aaron Buru. Let's say we went Arriaga because he's at home. Rakitic, Tati and Oyarzabal maybe. Both are away, both take penalties. Who else did we have in midfield? Danny P. Yeah, nobody that great really. KDB could be good. I'll be gutted if he does something if I don't play him. Zubimendi could be fine. I'm going to play champ in season with that team. Let's go to D2 and try and get promoted with Luis Jr. if he plays, and if he doesn't play, who gives a toss really? I want Aaron Buru in defence with De Bruyne in midfield, if I can find him, there he is. And then up front, we could go Hugo Duro, but I'm going to go classic. And I want to take Tati. I just think he's got a score to settle after being eliminated from the Europa League. And then final man in season. I like Orod playing Girona because they suck right now. And if he's going to play, he could do alright there. And I also like JJ at home to Sociedad, who we've got here. So maybe avoid that. Javi Guerra. Whenever time I don't play him, he scores well. When I do play him, he's meh. Maybe just take Hugo Duro for the decisive. Or Enzo. Can we look at Enzo on Twitter? Valencia. Do we have a squad list from you today? This sometimes has notes on it from the press conference, which is why I like this website. So can I do all the... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, a wee press conference. Repeats his rehearsal with Hugo Duro, but hesitates between Pepelu and Barenechea. Read the news. Normally it's segmented, so you can just find what you're looking for. However, Barenechea and Pepelu have alternated alongside Javi Guerra, given the Argentinian's shoulder discomfort, leaving him a doubt in the starting lineup. Has organised several exercises as a centre forward ahead of the theoretical starting lineup, however, have alternated. Yeah, so he's dodgy. The manager's not sure if he'll be ready for it, so he's prepping Pepelu to come in and play beside Javi Guerra. This felt better but now I've built it. I'm like, this team feels kind of shit. So I think we'll just bag it. Would it feel better as a La Liga team, I wonder? Like D2? D3 maybe? Nah, D2. Let's not play D3 crap if we can avoid it. Aramburu. And just play Javi Guerra, Hugo Duro, and then a classic Danny P. Alright, Oyarzabal or Braze. That could be alright for D2 if Luis Jr. plays. Yeah, that could be alright. That means, who did we have in the last team that we're not playing? De Bruyne and Tati. Yeah, I don't really mind that so much. Yeah, I don't mind that so much. JJ Lane, good to see you. Yeah. Quite tough this last throwaway team. Are you risking Rafinha? Yes, I am. I don't think he's going to play 90 minutes, but I think he'll play the first hour. They've not really. We just looked at Barca's like travelling party. Yeah, that was it there. Yeah. Yeah. So like, there's not really any wingers they've got. Fatty, again, Fatty's not really in the frame to start. Ferran is going to start, but centre forward. Olmo could play. How many games to go? 6. Yeah. So it's all about the league. Don't think you take off Ballon d'Or form level guys. Get them to do the job and then take them off. This final team is a bit of a brain teaser for me, but I'm going to look at champion in season one more time again. Sorry guys if I feel demented. And we'll do best of Europe, okay? Because I know we're all after a bit of best of Europe action. But Luis Jr., Aramburu, yeah, KDB. Yeah, if he does well and I've not played him, I will be pissed off. And then Hugo Duro, we know is going to play. So just put him as the forward. And then best classic. Or let's just, yeah, because best in season that was non-forward was quite tough, wasn't it? Javi Guerra, not that exciting. JJ, meh. We don't expect De Jong to play at all, do we? Nah, expect Eric to play. Like, yeah, Olmo and Fermin are the only guys on rotation. So I don't think they've got the space to jiggle them around. And everyone else is kind of meh or dodgy. So yeah, I think we'll just keep Hugo Duro and then we'll just go best classic, 5th man. Danny P away to Celta Vigo. Tati away to Genoa. Oyarzabal. Mikel Merino. Living his best life as well, isn't he? I've not looked at top shooter yet, buddy. I've not got that far ahead. What's it? Is it good prizes in it or something? Last day for rivals as well. It's kind of really hard to look past Oyarzabal. I would really like Oyarzabal and Castellanos in the same team. That's maybe a consideration. Can we get into D1 Classic, maybe? So let's go Barcelona ball. D2. This is a classic team, so we don't care about in-season and all the rest of it. Urco away to Valencia. Aramburu away to Alaves. I think Urco's like safer to play. And we like him. He's been doing well. Marino's in form, man, isn't he? Yeah, I kind of want to play Marino more than De Bruyne. And then, yeah, Oyarzabal, Tati. Just get promoted, boys. And yeah, we'll just take the De Bruyne pain. If he does well against Villa, whatever. How safe was Mikel Merino? 70. Cash prize is nice. Nice. I'll have a wee peek at that. First cash prizes on it. That's a good one for the weekend. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with Marino being up front. Tate and Oyarzabal on penalties. Urko playing defensive mid. It's just been really good for AA. And who do you captain here? Oyarzabal peeking out. Yeah, that's 74, 66. Tate has been kind of off the boil, but can multi-decisive. Marino's bringing it, but not that much. Yeah, there's not really a captain here, is there? Which makes me want to bring in De Bruyne and captain him, because he's just De Bruyne. I'm going to captain Oyarzabal. Form is just undeniable. And we're going to stick with this. Get us into D1. There we go. Right, okay, I think that's us for the competitive teams, like the rare cards and the pro cards, is sort of I want us to kind of call them now, I guess. I'm quite chuffed with these teams. Not really too much. Yeah, I just feel like we're missing a team for De Bruyne, really, but... And Rakitic doesn't have a team. Both of them could do well. Yeah, I'm not changing it. So, last thing we're looking at is best of Europe. Let's have a wee peek at this. So, goalkeeper, I know I already want Vanya. Yeah, let's take Vanya. In defence. Oh, we've still got Alaba, by the way. That could be a great card because Getafe... Yeah, let's use the Alaba. I still need to give him away at some point, but let's use him this game week. What's the prize pool looking like? Oh, credits for the top 500. Let's get in amongst this. Like a dog-eating beetroot. Who else looked really good? Ravella's got a nice little score pattern building. Not that incredible, though. Who else did we like the look of in midfield? Was there somebody I picked with absolute ease? Oh, Pedri. Tielemans. Look at Tielemans, man. One decisive and he just rinses. Barrios. Oh, I didn't do well this weekend. I beg your pardon. I think that was a flashback from what Harry told me on Friday. Rice, Palace. I'm going Pedri. And then up front, Kavicha, Yamal, Spider-Man. Oh, this is tough, by the way. What was the PSG projected team? 90% Ousmane. Did they not play at the weekend, maybe? He didn't. Aye, bring it in. That's an easy one. And then, yeah, Yamal is Yamal. Yeah, I love this. And then who to captain? Probably Ousmane since he's been rested. Tielemans absolute Rolls Royce. Top 2 power grade goalkeepers in Best of Europe play each other. Wow, who was that? Mingueza supposed to play right back instead of left back. Big score difference when that happens, especially at home. I've played Mingueza. What do you mean by that? Jack Wilshere named as interim Norwich boss. Oh yeah, left back seems to be his... And then you wanted to look at it at home as well. Celtic are at home. Oh yeah, that's pretty decent. It's not too different. 8A was better, but this was ages ago as well. Game week 23, game week 473. And this was, yeah, I don't mind that. I don't know if that's the point you were making or not. But yeah, Barca at home to Mallorca. Ousmane, Alaba, Vanya. Yeah. Awesome. 7 teams, including the Supers. The Select Your Target team, I'm cool with. The La Liga team, I'm cool with as well. Yeah. Quite set. Quite chuffed. Awesome. Awesome possum. Ugh. Oh, right. I'll have a wee peek at this thing for the weekend and get a wee head start on it. Top shooter. Gold diggers. Love the chat there. Let's have a peek. Limited. Top prize $800. Top 500 get paid. That's fun. And then even at that, 500 to 1,000 get credits. So that's quite cool. At rare, it's the same. Yeah, the same. Just playing against less people. Shorter tail, bigger tail. $15 of pounds and credits at the final cash and credit spots. Super goes up a little bit. And what is the actual rules? So, captain 50% all in season. Scoring changes. BCM is doubled. Shot on target doubled. Fun. But no other. Well, there's a classic version also, which is just like, it's a decent comp, isn't it? Not that great, but I love the in-season vibe. A defender that takes shots. GT Greg Taylor might be good for this. Or you take a solid defender, don't you? AJ takes some shots and stuff. Ferry he's playing Celtic, but midfield. Marvin, yeah. Teji maybe. It's okay. BCMs will just kill you, but and then in season forwards, I don't know how strong I can be in this competition, but I don't think anyone I've got super jumps off the page. Any idea if Severa plays? Let's have a wee peek. Yeah, looks like it. Oi, oi. Oh, guys, I've had an absolute pleasure. Wish me luck. Busy day. Busy day. We might be back live tonight for members. It's probably going to be tomorrow, but if I'm being honest with you, but it might happen tonight. Let's just see how it shakes out. And, yeah. Oh, got cards and some crap to open tonight. Nothing great. Like boxes and, yeah, probably just leave that. In terms of, it doesn't need to be a stream or anything. Prem jersey comp also this weekend, just isn't showing yet. Interesting. I think they'll probably want L15s and stuff. Media fancy Kang now. Oh, Charlie, don't do that to me. They fancy Kang in the media. So where would we have played him? We would have played him here. That would release Sergio Gomez to make this team in season viability a bit better, wouldn't it? So we'd play him and De Bruyne. Let's do it. Let's go with Kang. Captain Kang. Let's go for it. Let's fucking do it. YOLO. And then let's destroy this team. And we're going to put that into Champ in Season D2 to try and get promoted to D1 ahead of the weekend. So we'll play Junior, Aramburu, Sergio Gomez and De Bruyne. We do have Hugo Duro, but yeah, we want Oyarzabal, Yeah, Alaves, just looking at that team again, Alaves are not bad. New currency in bottom left. What does that mean? Oh, common mode live. Oh yeah, his balance is just hitting the net, so let's just keep with that. And then slide De Bruyne in here. Try and get promoted. Yeah, I like that better. Oh yeah, gems. That's just happened since we've been on. Oh guys, I'm gonna hit the record button here. A wee bit of a live unboxing potentially. Common mode, amateur, free cards. We clicked on the gems column here, the chatter here with me. We've just been getting ready for the midweek game week, and then this new currency thing just populated up in the bottom screen, which is fun. We went to get gems, and now we get faced with this lovely screen. Continue. Live unboxing, guys. Feel free to play at home. We've got our Sorare caps on. We're getting ready for a big midweek game week ahead of a bunch of Euro Champs pack. Oh, this just keeps going on. That's fun. The Premier League gets... Oh, they all get their own little thing. Play now, La Liga. Oh, so you don't get to open all these packs, do you? Or maybe you do eventually. Okay. Let's start with La Liga, since that's our bag. Next match in 5 hours. Guaita. Fine. Guaita and a bunch of bums. Fine. Oh, this is a lovely little demonstration of how, you know, the Sorare scoring matrix works. That's quite fun to see if you're a new person, isn't it? Create my team. Tap the bottom bar for a breakdown of a player's previous performances. Excellent. So this is like this thing. Let me get that. That's fun. Juan Carlo. Yeah, it's a bunch of bums, isn't it? But let's go Guaita. Oh, this Tenaglia has been playing. Is playing right back. So we can probably use him. That's fine. But can I use other cards anyway? This does look exciting, by the way. Higher scarcity is permitted. Okay, so let's play Urco in here, because he's better than that Tenaglia, isn't he? Or Galan, or even Manu Sanchez in the same team. Let's go Urco. And then, what other commons did I get? Barrios. I don't mind Barrios. Was he on to play? Pablo Barrios. Yeah, he is. Maybe we'll play Pablo. La Liga, do we have anyone there? Yeah, Danny P. Probably play Danny P before him. Zubimendi as well. Let's go Danny P. He was projected to play, wasn't he? Danny P for Villarreal. Yeah, 60. There's a risk of rotation. Faces free match in a week. Yeah, we'll just go with Danny P. And then up front, Lucas Vazquez. Is he going to play for Real Madrid? I can't believe he's a forward card still. Real Madrid was updated 20 minutes ago. Vazquez is on, so we could use him, but as a forward, it's a bit blunt, I think. Let's go with Hugo Duro, who's going to play for Valencia. And then fifth man. Again, let's look at our commons. Do we have anyone usable? Maybe that Barrios. We'll just use that for the fun of the common. Sure, why not? And we'll captain Danny P, because Danny P is the most captainable guy there. You entered 3 cards with season bonus, but the minimum is 4. Ah, I see. So let's remove the scarcity filter. Denis Suarez, Orod at home. Yeah, let's just play Orod. Let's do that. Captain It's just Captain O'Rod, why not? Microtransactions are live. Set your lineup, and then we see when they all play. That's quite fun. Very user friendly, this, isn't it? And I say that all the time with the iterations that they've done with this game. That it gets better and better. Ooh, so here's the microtransactions. We can buy common cards are only playable until the end of the European season. Gems to acquire a daily rotation of premium packs. Insufficient balance. So this is common essence. That's quite. This is really fun, isn't it? Like the mode that they've made here. Nice aesthetics on the packs. It would be lovely to. We've got some cash. We need to buy 5 gems, right? Can I buy 5 gems? Where did that option go? Get gems. 5 gems. Let's do it. You can only pay in cash. I've got a balance, but I've got a cash balance of £19. I don't want to put my card. Yeah, it feels like it's maybe a wee bit premature. I don't want to. Yeah, I'd rather just spend my balance. Thank you. It's not even credit. It's actual cash. What if I try this one? Does it care? It's acting like it's never seen my card as well, which is unusual. Right, let me change the screen for a second, right? And let's just do it. Looks like you have to use your card, can't use the balance. Yeah, that's weird. Like, I don't know if it's just an early glitch, because this is literally just unrolled right now. So it's maybe just like a little teething problem, I would say, perhaps. My card details are still on screen, so I'll wait for them to update and I'll bring it back. You've gained 5 gems. Right, so we've paid our 99p, we've got 5 gems. And let's get this baddie. Premium pack. Higher tier players, blah de blah. Outfield guaranteed. Let's have a look at how this opens. I've opened packs on Tops, NFTs. We were doing it recently as well with MFL. Pack openings have been fun with these things, and let's hope with the with the aesthetic that these packs have. Like, this looks like a Tops pack. Let's hope we get a good animation. Can trade in common cards for common essence. Lovely. Chat is on fire, by the way. I've already clicked open, haven't I? Oh no, I haven't. Okay. Scrap for 60. Ooh, Ryerson. Alexis. Oh, this is going to be fun, isn't it? Do we get some? We have the. How many cards do we get in it? I don't even know. Player. Adiemi. That's fun. Oh, that's it. 5. So 5 cards. I don't think. Yeah. That was okay, wasn't it? Ryerson's cool. Player. Paul Nebel's fine. I'm just not a fan of Augsburg cards in general. Just Adiemi's fun. So that was quite cool. You guys were in Charlie highlighted there. We can scrap common cards for common essences. So let's have a wee peek at that. My cards, commons, gallery. Tap here to drop unwanted cards and earn essence. Ooh. Okay, cool. So let's say you're going to get dropped or burned. Someone might say Candela. We're going to get rid of you. You can just do these as a multiple. Paul Nebel for 60. What's he, a mid? Because you can play higher scarcities, I actually don't really care too much about. Let's just drop all of them. So we're left with these guys. And then, so where does the common essence go? Let's go back to gems. We don't need to worry about gems. So common essence, we have 250. So we can buy one of these packs again. Oh, so that was a they're all elite packs. I bought a Bundesliga one. I thought this was like, I don't know why, I thought this was like basic, medium and high rather than Prem, La Liga, Bundesliga. I'm just being a bit fast and going through it, sorry. So we've got a Bundesliga one. We're definitely going to open a Prem one, but why is, yeah, basic. Why is it gridded like this? Basic. Premium, you know, like, why is there 4 tiles here for two packs? Packs are certain club specific. Yes, we had a couple of Dortmund there. The La Liga one had a bit of Valladolid in it, didn't it? I did notice a little bit of correlation there. Let's open up a Prem one with that essence we just churned. This is a basic pack, so it's probably less likely only get those clubs on the pack. Ah, so this has Liverpool, Spurs, West Ham, oh, great attention to detail, guys. We get a Vicario. Never heard of him. Gravenberch, nice. Hurst, at least he's Scottish now. Need to update that flag. Connor Bradley. See, there's another card behind him. Nah, that was pretty meh. Ah, yeah, I see. That is... Ah, yeah, there was no Dortmund in that. No Bayern, sorry, but there was Dortmund, yada yada. Interesting. And then in 28 minutes, these are going to change to, I guess, different... Ah, that's very clever, by the way. I really like that. It kind of went over my head on the first pass, but that is actually quite a lot of fun, isn't it? Can we do it again? Just curious as much as anything. We're up to 14 commons, it would seem. And then, like, Connor Bradley, I don't care about. Yeah, he's worth a lot. Let's do that. George Hurst, we don't care about. Vicario. Gravenberg, I don't really care. Let's just churn and burn them again. We can get 260 for that packet. We spent 250 on it. That's quite cool, isn't it? We've actually just had a bit of a hustle on this. Yeah, let's do it. Let's burn them. So we've actually gained 10 essence there. That's fun. And then if we go back to get gems. No, we don't want gems. And then, yeah, what pack do we want? Don't want Man United players. Yeah, Chelsea, Man City, Newcastle. This is the pack we want. Right, backup keeper. He's okay. He's okay. He's okay. He's okay. Now, I wonder if we can burn all them again. 25. 60? 60. Gets us back to 230. Interesting. Let's just burn the Ryerson so we can do this game again. And then let's go back into the packs. Yeah, that Prem pack wasn't too kind to us, wasn't it? So, yeah. So look at this. Bayern, Leverkusen and Dortmund are cross packs. And then it's Stuttgart, Freiburg, Leipzig, Bremen, Berlin, Mainz. Feels like that's the way they've kind of dissected them across, isn't it? How do you get players in the first place without... because you get one pack when you open up the mode. We got one pack for La Liga because that was what we selected. But you get one pack straight off the bat for opening the mode up. And then from there you can do what I'm doing here. Real Madrid, Sociedad are the top ones there. Yeah, let's go Barca on this one and hope we get like a Yamal or a Rafinha or something fun. Oh. Yay. Okay. That's actually an alright pack. So, Munir El Haddadi. Last card. Who's it going to be? That was a rubbish pack. The La Liga one sucked bum, didn't it? So we've got 50 essence left. Let's have a look. Can we churn and burn Luis, these guys are all worth the nada, really, aren't they? So what did we have? 50 or so left. That gets back to just about 200. We're going to burn player. We're going to be keeping Adeyemi. I'm having fun with this, guys. I want to pull a good pack. We've opened a Bundesliga pack, we've opened a La Liga and a Prem pack on these basic ones, and the luck we've had is quite fleeting. But I want to pull another Barca pack here. I've not even looked at the rewards, by the way. I've just been opening the packs. Injured goalkeeper, fine. Joseph Aidu, whatever. Mince, Munir El Haddadi again, and Comasana, rubbish. Yeah. The elite packs felt better, didn't they? But I'm not. Can you buy them with your balance? Yeah. And then let's go back to play mode. Next game week, we have a common team now. We should be able to see somewhere. There it is. Let's have a look at the rewards. This is for La Liga. I suppose for all the competitions, it should be somewhat similar. It's just common essence. So it's a little self-contained mode, which is fun. That's fine. Don't mind that. And then you get into the best of Europe to try and like get some credits and get some cash. So that's quite a nice little. So you've got like the best of Europe. Let's just call it Champ Euro, as like where you can try and gain in the game, and then in your region specific, you're looking to build your roster of cards. I like that structure. I like how all the onboarding worked as well. Quite seamless, very user friendly, very visually focused. I love the example of how scores work through a game. I bought gems there for £1. I had to take it off screen because I had to put my card details in. And yeah, that was a nice little fun, happy accident towards the end of the stream here, as we get set in for a midweek game week. Now I actually need to think about making tracks shortly. Thanks to everyone that's joined in with us live. It's been an absolute pleasure. And yeah, if you're watching this after we've been live, on screen and now, there's some other stuff that I've made that YouTube thinks you might enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Good luck this game week. Good luck with all those common packs. Don't forget to set your best of Europe team. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Satara.